housing and community development meeting down in Sunnyside. And a woman got up after the meeting was about over, and she said, housing is all well and good, public housing, she said, but I've lived here all my life. She was 75. And we have yet to have a grocery store here. And I thought that was kind of interesting. So on my way home, I drove home, and I figured, well, let me see how long it takes for me to find a grocery store. And it was 20 minutes by car. And so I said to myself, well, okay, here we are in a neighborhood where primarily people use public transportation. And if they have to go to the grocery store, it's going to take someone almost a half a day for that exercise to do that. So rather than go through the exercise of a half a day of travel, they'll go to the local convenience store.
Growing up, I was raised by a single mother and 6 other brothers. And just in that complex, Fourth Missionary Village, we had a lot of single parents growing up as children. And so one of my friends' mother was my mother. My mother was their mother. So that's kind of, it was a family environment. And we really didn't realize that we didn't have the quality produce as others, because whatever mama put on the table is what we ate, right? And so we always had vegetables. Where she got them from, we didn't know. And we didn't even ask the question. But we did know in the neighborhood, man, that there were a lot of convenience stores that sold the Slits Malt Liquor Bull, the Old English, all that kind of stuff that was bad for you.
I think we have a right to not be hungry, to have access to healthy food, to fight against obesity, which is one of the #1 killers in America. Food deserts speaks to all of those issues. Food deserts, I think, shows a lack of respect for the people who live in the area.
The issue of getting a grocery store to come into an underserved area is a challenging one. There are reasons why they're not there. And a lot of them are social related type issues, whether it's the demographics of the neighborhood, the average household income, might be some crime related issues. They just don't feel that they want to take the risk. And so we understood that. And we came to the realization that maybe an independent grocer might be more interested. And so we had an opportunity to talk to Grocers Supply, which is a company here that services most of the independent stores. And they were the ones who actually introduced us to Mr. Vaughn. And they said, well, we do have a client that has a property in South Union, and he's been considering building a brand new store from the bottom up, and maybe this could be a project that the city can get involved in resolving some food desert related issues.
I had to walk to a grocery store about 1.5 miles or so, and it was hard. And that was when I have an idea of coming back to the underserved area and try to offer fresh food. I bought the piece of land on Scott and Calder for 8 years. We had it for 8 years. Tried to build a store there. I have my vision for a store there for 8 years. I couldn't get it to work because of the economic change.
A lot of times the most significant expense to a grocer is what we call the first cost, which is coming in, building the infrastructure, building the parking lot, building the building, putting in all of the equipment. And we figured, okay, well, let's look at a couple of ways where the city could participate financially. And so we currently have 380 agreements.
The 380 allows you as a business owner to come in using city incentives, supplementing your investment to put that into a needed area. It doesn't have to be low income. So what we will do is use the 380 as much as we can to help bring in spur development in communities. It's not just free money. They have to be monitored to make certain that they're following all the guidelines tied to federal regulations, including minority participation, including hiring of minorities, including quality.
We serve the community for what it needs, and we create jobs for local jobs for the community.
Ever since I was young, I was not really working, but just staying at the store and just doing my homework and helping out whenever I can. So I was at the age of 10. I was staying at the store, just helping around, waiting until my parents would go home. And as I would grow older, I would be able to help more.
Every store, we work together, and we're in neighborhoods. When we come in, people feel as though this is a family business, a neighborhood store. They come in every single day. We have very true and loyal customers.
This is my hangout every day. I come here I be here about 10 or 15 times a day. I be here when they open up. I be here at the door when they open, when they get ready to close at night, and all through the day. The reason why I come into Pyburn because I love the atmosphere here. The people are very courteous, and it helps. It's like a home feeling I get, The food is very, very good. The customer service is good. Everything you get is fresh here.
And for the first time, we see hope in that neighborhood where we would have a grocery store with fresh farm fruit, food, meat. And we're excited about that. And, it's going to do a lot for a lot of people. I think it's time to increase the quality in the neighborhood, my neighborhood. I think it's important it's going to create jobs but from a nutrition perspective, I think we'll get better quality products.
Every day they put out fresh fruit. For all the people that like me, I don't have to cut up everything. I got everything right there, so all I got to do is sweet. Like I said, it's fresh for you, and it's good to you.
I believe that it's not only a public health issue, it's a economic development tool for the neighborhoods. It's creating a significant amount of jobs, part-time young kids jobs. There are also other businesses in around the area that do the same thing. So you can look at it as revitalization or just an economic development tool, and that's how I visualize it. It was bigger than just food access, much bigger problem.
The whole concept of food deserts is a rather new concept for city governments and others to pick up on. Citizens realized they didn't have a place to buy food. They didn't have the terminology. They just knew, I'm poor, I'm in an inner city neighborhood, so this is what I have. This is what they give me. This is what they make me have. This is apparently what I deserve.
We're servicing our community, but we're not changing it to the detriment of the community. We're changing it for the betterment. We have a strong senior citizen population out there.
I live across the street in the apartment complex called Oak Tree, 55 and up. But it's so close, it's so convenient for us, So it's easier for us to get here than to go catch the bus
We have people coming in from Sunnyside that will be coming to the store. And we want to make certain that it's a beautiful place, that it's a quality grocery store and not a slumlord. We're not about to let folk hang around us drinking liquor and beer and all. I come from that neighborhood, okay, and that's how it was when I was growing up. That's over. The city and this private investors is bringing resources to make it a better community, and they want it. The community wants it. Let me be clear about that. So this is a great turnkey project. I'm looking forward to the store. I can't wait to get some of that boudin out of there, and it's going to be great for our community. We're going to keep it up as a community.